Sure. Hello and namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to our today's live session. I'm Sargam Tiwari, your host, and it's a truly a pleasure to connect with all of you. Today's topic is something I believe every professional and teams can relate to, which is related to meetings. So in meetings, sometimes they feel endless, and sometimes we walk away wondering what exactly did we decide. So if that sounds familiar, just type yes in the chat so I know I'm not alone. So related to something meetings, that's exactly why we are here to explore how AI can make meetings smarter, sharper, and more productive. Our today's session is on master meetings with Liznr AI. And to show us how Liznr works, we have our special guest today, Mr. Yes Jain from Liznr AI. He is here to walk us through what Listener can do, real life use cases, and how teams are boosting productivity and hiring results by using it. So, yes, welcome to our session. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sargam. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. Okay, so yes, before we dive in, would you mind giving us a quick intro about you, about Listener, and what Listener is all about, and what's your role there?
Sure, sure. So, Sargam, listener is it has origin from my own use case. So, by the way, I'm a software professional for past 9 years, and there are a couple of challenges which I faced as a software engineer and as a when we are in a a client vendor relationship. In a company. So there are a couple of challenges which I faced and which I talked about with my colleagues. So they also resonated with the same. So listener is about a solution to those problems. I'm sure once we walk into the walkthrough of the product, few more questions will be there and they will be answered. But yeah, that's about
Yeah,
a bit.
awesome. Awesome. Thanks for that overview, Yash. And now let's move into your presentation now. So, everyone here, as Yash take us through the deck, please feel free to share your question in the comments, and we will cover them as many as possible in the Q&A after the presentation. So, Yash, it's on you.
Sure. Thanks, Agam. Sargam, do we have so have we made sure people can listen us and see us properly?
Yeah, it would be great if you guys can please drop yes in the comment if we are audible. Okay, no comments so far. Okay, so anyone, please
Just
drop yes
let's.
in the comment. Okay, now we got it. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for confirmation. Okay. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, please go ahead.
So okay. Okay. So thank you, first of all, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining today. And today's agenda is basically about to tell you who we are, what is Listener, what does Listener solves, what problem it caters, a little walkthrough of the product, a glimpse how it looks, and touch and feel what problems it solves, few use cases where exactly in the industry in your daily life it can be put up, and there's a gift for all the attendees towards the end. So to stay with us towards the end. So, first of all, that's me and my partner, my friend, and my co-founder at Liznr, Vikram. So, basically, I've done BTech from Jabalpur Engineering College with, and I'm holding a 9 years of software industry experience, and I've expertise in delivering AI solutions, and I've worked in companies Isotis and Accenture before doing Listener. So all in all, a lot of IT background, lot of software building, lot of coding, and I'm a techie from my uh, background. Now looking into more different roles to handle and wear different hats. So, and on my personal side, I like I do cycling. I love chess. So yeah, that's a bit about me. And Vikram is my batchmate from engineering. He's also having a MTech masters, and he's done it from IIT Roorkee. And he's also a techie from profession. Now again, looking and handling multiple roles. So yeah, moving on. So I'll walk you through a bit of the listener's journey, listener's idea, what problem it solves. But please do comment in between, shoot up any questions or any suggestions. And of course, we are going to have a Q&A towards the end. But in between, if there is any questions, feel free to comment. So imagine a scenario where you are in a virtual meeting. For now, virtual meeting, but yeah, imagine a scenario for any in-person meeting also. When two people meet, what kind of problems can we face? Do we face usually? So pre-meeting, if we divide it in three portions: pre-meeting, during the meeting, and post-meetings. So before the meeting, it's always a hassle to find the recap. Most of the time, it's a follow-up meeting. Most of the time, it's a uh, basically a follow-up on the previous context only, right? During the meeting, if you are joining late, few minutes, few seconds, or maybe more than that, we always we always have to ponder to the remaining of the meeting what has already happened. Was that my portion already done or not done? Things like that. Hesitation. I want to ask, and I want to stay here for a few more minutes now. So the hesitation I'm talking about is not fear of speaking, but imagine a scenario where we are in a a meeting of larger pool, meeting of maybe 15 members. Their hesitation is bit obvious. It could be to ask questions, to put up suggestions, or to talk or to counter anything. So basically, there is a friction to engage if there is a larger pool of people, or if there is a seniority junior that dynamics in the meeting. I hope most of people agree with me on this. Then there is foreign accent. We do meet people of different geographies all the time. Then there is network issue. Even for a few seconds, few 15, 20 seconds or a minute, if we lose out the meeting, it might end up spoiling our entire remaining meeting. That happens with me. That happened with me. Post meeting, post meeting is if it will be a good thing to have when you have the notes someone already taking, some a tool which is taking notes for you, right? Otherwise it's a manual MOM. I know there are solutions already built on this. We'll talk about that later, and how listener is different from them. but note taking is a problem, and there needs to be a solution, right? Action items. What are the outcomes of the meeting? What are especially my outcomes of the meeting? What am I supposed to do after this particular call, right? That should be noted down somewhere. Quizzes after the class or meeting. This is something I'll talk in detail in next upcoming slides. Basically, it's a use case where someone is taking online classes. It's an education background, education setup. You're taking a classes or a general meeting, a corporate meeting, where where after the meeting, if there are quizzes provided based on what has been talked about, wouldn't it be nice? So these are the problems, and solution is one, that's listener. We call it a real-time AI-based conversation cognizer. Basically, someone who is listening to you, someone who is understanding you, who has your memory, who empathize with you. That's listener for you. For my audience who are familiar with web series Suits. So guys, we are making Donna for you. It's an AI version of Donna, and you are the Harvey here. That's the best way I want to put it up, and I want to see it. So listener is Donna, and you are the Harvey. Here's a quick video. Sarkam, please confirm if audio is audible for this.
Yes, yes, you are perfectly audible. I hope, guys, you can also uh, like you can also hear us, right? It's perfectly fine. Please drop in the comment if we are audible. Okay, since video is not audible, yeah, because there's no video we are playing. It's just a presentation, and but I'm sure you guys can listen. Yes, yes, audio is
I'm
crystal clear, right?
After this, I'm going to play a video, Sargam. So next
Okay,
slide is a video. Yeah.
okay, okay. Okay. So okay, yeah, yes. Please continue.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, this one video like also can't hear it. So I think it's as well as for our audience as well.
Let me try something.
Yeah, thanks Sachin for the confirmation.
Sargam, please confirm now. I'm going to play now.
Struggling to keep up with the
Yeah,
context.
now.
Liznr, keep up with the struggling to keep up with the context during meetings? Liznr has you covered. Even if you miss a few minutes, the backstory feature will provide you with what happened so far. Get real-time transcriptions and instant definitions for complex keywords relevant to your team with a single click. Enjoy secure storage and complete privacy by pausing Liznr anytime with stop listening. Plus, access comprehensive meeting summaries from previous sessions anytime on the Liznr dashboard. Make meetings effortless with Liznr, your smart AI assistant.
Okay.
Okay, Yash. So, are you sharing your presentation again?
Yes, yes. Is it visible?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay,
So,
thanks.
yeah, I'm at backstage. Stage is all yours.
Sure. Thanks, Arvind. So what we just saw was basically a product explainer where, so I'm coming to the solution now. What all problems we discussed and how listener is going to cater them pre-meeting. Before the meeting, you'll get the recap. You'll get the context on what you're going to talk next in next few minutes, with whom you are going to talk, what have you talked before, is there any fact or data related to that. All those things you have your hand in handy in a single dashboard or in emails, both actually. During the meeting, excuse me, during the meeting, you'll get to know what has happened so far. So even if you're joining, let's say, a few minutes late, you don't have to you don't have to check the chats. You don't have to ask someone. You don't have to worry about what has already been talked about. You have the real transcript, the exact word to word transcript, plus you have a small summary, AI generated summary of what has been talked about. All the important points will be captured. A very crisp uh, 5 to 10 liner summary would be there. Listener will show you what has been already talked about, so that you can plan your what you need to speak later. Real time excuse me, real time assistance on any keyword or any phrase. Basically, this is something which has come up from our own problem. So I'll quote a small instance about my personal experience before building Listener, and it's actually why we went into building something like Listener. So uh, I used to work in a telecom domain project earlier. In a telecom industry, those who are belonging to telecom might agree to this. There are lot of jargons. There are a lot of acronyms related to telecom. If you're not from that background, I'm sure you will miss like 70% of them. Plus, there are synonyms, there are keywords like HSPA, VoLTE. So, numbers and acronyms, all those mixed up together. If you're not having the context already, chances are you're going to miss maybe 50% of the context of the call. And so this happened to me in a majority of my experience in telecom domain. So we thought of ki why not have something of a real world, real time help, real time secretary, just like a secretary, whispering to my ears and telling me, okay, this is what they are talking about, without anyone knowing, without me being looking silly. That's the honest way to put it. So without me being looking silly in front of my colleagues, front of my seniors, or front of the client or the third party, I can simply get a real time help, a real time assistance, and not just based on a acronym or a full form of acronym, based on your any previous data, previous context, which is very own, very private to you. I mean, your organization, which is internal lingo. It is related to your internal lingo of your company. It comes from your database, comes from your training, comes from your knowledge base of. So basically, company every small or big company holds their documentation and knowledge base somewhere in a tools like Notion, OneNote, uh, Confluence, right? So listener helps you even with those contexts. Plus, of course, the general meaning also. If there is any keyword, any phrase, or any thing which you don't understand during the call, which is being spoken about, you can simply double click on those keywords and or the phrase, and you'll get the real time meaning. For example, if me and my finance team, so colleague from finance team, we are talking about, hey, what was the last quarter's performance. My colleague who's using listener, who's a listener user, and he don't know the data, he simply has to click on the last quarter's performance, and he'll have the real data with him, coming from the original data sources, that too in a very private and secured manner. So during the meeting, even if he misses something or if he don't recalls what is the last quarter's performance, he can simply check it then and there. He doesn't have to wait, or he doesn't have to Google it on a different tab, or use the Copilot in a different tab and search it. Listener is giving all those things in the real time in the single window. So that's why I was calling listener as a donna or a secretary, and you are the boss, because it knows your context, it empathizes with you. So moving on, what do we get post meeting? Minutes of meeting, meeting analytics, quizzes, meeting of minutes. I'm sure a lot of people are already being making it manually or using some tool which is providing that. Listener also provides that in a better way, in a more efficient and accurate way. How? So listener supports multiple languages, it supports multiple accents, and it gives you so precise basically action items, that so it's already been articulated in such a way that you don't even need to look at the transcript of them. MOMs are enough for that. Meeting analytics, who's been speaking how much and on what sentiments. So all those kind of advanced and basic analytics you can get. Then this one is for tutors, quizzes after classes. So from the audience, if someone is having a teaching academy, or they're holding a uh, tuition classes, basically they're taking up classes for their students. So if you're taking up a meeting on in a virtual fashion, I mean, so then you don't need to provide quiz. You don't need to manually create quizzes for every classes. Listener does it for you. After every meeting, whatever chapter, whatever context is being taught in that particular class, after the call, every student will get AI generated quiz, and it will be purely based on what is being taught today. Of course, you can configure it to for the larger length and add up more topics to that. But most importantly, what is being taught today, there will be questions based on that. which will give teacher the advantage of knowing the attentiveness of each student, performance and interest of each student, so they can put more efforts for maybe each student later. Plus, listener also acts as a attendance system in classes. So that's about education use case. So talking about use cases, listener has many different market fits based on our endless discussions and endless numbers of discussions with so many people of different domains. We found, first of all, like three major use case as of now, but trust me, there are more. If you are having a corporate meeting, a business meeting, Google Meet, Teams, Zoom, with your colleague, with your project members or a client, listener can help you there. If online classes we just discussed, teacher can take up quizzes, they can test their students' learnings, they can have the attendance ready with them. Virtual court hearings in India and in US, there is it's uh, a positively and exponentially growing trend of having hearings virtually now, more than in-person courtroom hearings. So lawyers don't need to have, or rather, I would say, having an assistant by their side is always a benefit, right? So you can get the court references here, case references in the real time. Listener understands your what case you are presenting, where you are heading towards, and it can automatically suggest what next to be or what data you can put up here with confidence level. So that's about court hearing use case. So moving on to product claims. Basically, listeners works in two different. So it has two major portions. If you're using Google Meet, one would be a browser extension where you get all the real-time help. You get the transcript, and in the transcript, each and every word is clickable, which can, simply clicking any keyword means querying that keyword. Listener will go to backend, it will ask, hey, do you know anything about this particular thing? If it is a data, if it is a fact, if it is a something from previous meetings, a context. So it can query and bring you that particular context in a summarized manner. So you don't have to go through a lot of bunch of data. Then what happened so far? Yeah, the real-time summary chunk. This is again part of browser extension only. Or if you are using Microsoft Teams, you can get an integrated app. You can find it in the Microsoft App Store and install it from there. So in a similar fashion, it will work. Then there is dashboard. So you can access it from browser. You can have your subscriptions, billing. You can manage your team. So listener works in a individual as well as team format. You can log in as a team also, just like Notion or any other tool. So bulk plan would be there, and internal sharing notes and sharing things would be much easier in that format. So dashboard, listener dashboard allows you to do that. There are few recent, there are few recent updates which we have made to listener. One is ask anything about the meeting. So basically, if you're aware about Copilot, how Copilot works in a more of an offline fashion, it doesn't have to do anything with a uh, meeting or a call. It's simply what all knowledge management you can do from a chat fashion, right? So listener is that during the meeting plus after the meeting. Even if you didn't attend the meeting, but you were the invitee, you can still ask what has happened, what has been talked about, who were the attendees, how many meetings I've this particular person. So you can even query about one particular person and what all things he's been talking about from past maybe 7 meetings in just one query. So it's a AI, but everything related to meeting plus your internal context of your organization, of your project, basically. It has integrations with HubSpot, Notion, OneNote, Zoho, Jira, and couple of more which we haven't mentioned here. But all the knowledge management tools out there, listener can integrate them very well and have a two-way connection with them, querying the data as well as posting to them. What do we generally do after a meeting? We save our notes somewhere, right? Or we mail it to someone. Or if there is a task being generated for my name, maybe I have to mail some document to someone. It's already, you just need to integrate my Gmail or Outlook with Listener, and automatically it will be there will be a mail drafted, and you just have to give your final approval. It will be there. Another interesting updates we have recently made is quick study mode. So this is especially for students who are learning from some self-paced course material. It could be online, any uh, courses like Udemy, portals like Udemy, uh, or it could be YouTube video, which students is learning from. They can use Listener in quick study mode. It would provide the same capabilities, same AI capabilities, asking real-time questions, having post-meeting notes, post-meeting questions you can ask, right? But more importantly, real time assistance, because you don't want to have disturbance in between. You don't want to have a hiccups during your study, right? You don't want to break up the focus. So that's what quick study mode is about. So that was a bit about uh, Listener as a product. I hope you found found it useful, find it useful when you go and try it. So okay, we can take up questions.
Yeah,
Please
yes.
post.
Yeah, that
Yes,
was
Shubham.
excellent, I can say. And it's a great product you have built. And I can feel, yes, because I'm in marketing from last 7 years, and I can understand like how difficult it is to, like shuffle through multiple reports. And especially you have mentioned about like how it can fetch the results or the data during the meeting itself, right? So how this is how this can be important and beneficial to those who are working in teams, like whether it can be sales or marketing or maybe any other teams, right? So yeah, it would be really helpful. Now let's dive
Thanks.
into some questions we often hear from our community and audience as well. Don't be shy. Drop your question in the chat too, and we will cover your questions as well. So yes, moving forward, can you please share some use cases who have like use the listener and how it impacted, like what was the result? Anything you'd like to share about their use cases?
Sure. So, Sargam, we have seen a lot of queries and lot of so basically most of our users currently are from the sales background or people associated or doing sales, be it a tech
Mm-hmm.
sales or be it a maybe a marketing agency who's doing outreach to people. The reason is
Mm-hmm.
in these businesses, there are a lot of follow-up meetings included, right? They from for the same person, they have to have meetings maybe a few days or few weeks later, and they
Mm-hmm.
have to retain the context what they have already been they've talked about earlier, what they have committed, especially what they have given their word based on time about their timelines, budgets, and features they can offer or services they can offer. So listener gives you a very compact a solution where you can you can get all things together, all the useful information together, especially when you are having the follow-up meetings. And
Mm-hmm.
people who are involved in a business where they have to take meetings with a lot of people, different peoples, and more number of meetings, both ways. So they need to have the real accurate data during their call. So listeners helps them. So that sales, a short answer to your question, sales is a hotshot domain where listener is useful.
Awesome, awesome. And during the presentation, yes, you have also mentioned about quick study mode. And I'm sure this is not only for students or I can just maybe I'm guessing it's for tutors as well. So can you please give us a brief like how listener helps tutors or students and maybe end to end, maybe during their sessions or anything?
So uh, when a student or yeah for that matter teacher, if they're preparing notes, and teacher do prepare notes from referring to different sources, right? So if a student or a teacher is going through a recorded video, be it on any platform,
Mm-hmm.
listener can work in any with any platform. So when you're studying, you're already in a focus mode, right? You don't want to you don't want to stop for anything if you don't understand maybe a single word or a phrase or a portion. If you don't understand, you don't want to go on Google on a separate tab and search for that particular thing, then come back. Oh, okay, I was come back to your context, right? It breaks your rhythm, and it breaks your purpose of focus studies, right? So listener helps you there as a real time secretary there, real time partner there, study partner, who can instantly and accurately gives you that very crisp meaning, crisp information that you need during the lecture or a class.
Mm-hmm.
That's about the quick study mode.
Great, great. And as yes, you were mentioning about AI secretary, right, or AI meeting assistant. So I think in my knowledge, there are many tools and many platforms in the market. Like if I can perfectly recall, so the Otter AI or maybe the Fireflies or maybe the in the Google Meet itself, like they are providing Read AI, right? So there are many tools or softwares in the market. So how does this listener differ from these tools or the competitors, I can say, in terms of maybe accuracy or anything that you like to share, maybe about the feature or maybe about how what is the USP of it, of listener?
Sure. So yes, these tools which you mentioned, of course, we have some overlapping features with them, but trust me, listener is a lot apart from that also. So if you talk about Fireflies or any such tool which are providing the post meeting MOMs or post meeting summaries, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the main keyword here is post, and what listener is more main focused on and what we excel is in the real time during the meeting, whatever
Yeah.
hassles, whatever pain points a user can have, listener is catering that. And what we have in
Mm-hmm.
mind for upcoming features is the real time is in person meeting. So if you and I are having sitting together having coffee, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, we are just chatting, right? And if there is any context you want to save, you want to refer right there, listener will help you even there. And
Mm-hmm.
so basically we'll enable the features in the smartphone or your smartwatches, so which will
Mm-hmm.
act as your assistant over there. So
Okay.
that's the main feature which distinguish listener from the other post meeting tools.
Okay. Okay. So Donna is here the USP.
Donna is the USP. So yeah,
Okay.
we are
Okay. Great.
creating AI Donna here.
All right. All right. And if you can share about the upcoming features or improvement we can expect in the upcoming months.
Sure. We do have a feedbacks coming on and requests coming for more AI features, especially more AI feature on particular integrations. So we are uh, every week we are adding a bunch of integrations to it. Right now we are on the major tools of the market, but now we are
Mhm.
double downing on integrations, focusing on integrations, and focusing second on accuracy. So we want to make it such a smooth AI that it doesn't feels like AI basically. And the plan is all already in progress, and in couple of
Mhm.
weeks, uh, m- mostly by a month, you will feel a huge improvement in the AI accuracy.
Yes.
Currently, it is giving you giving you results, but I'm sure after a month, if you use it, the
Mhm.
accuracy and that the human touch and the real and the fast, I mean, the speed of the responses will be much better.
Okay. Okay. That's great. So yes, I can see a few comments. In the comment section, our audience they
Mhm.
also put the drop the questions. So I'm showing here one by one. So first question is from Sachin Tiwari, and he's asking, does a bot also joins the meet?
Yes, so bot joins if you are in a Google Meet or Microsoft Teams. If you're using Listener in those platforms, yes, bot do join. But we are working on a module where there will be no need of bot, and basically user in front of you in the meeting won't be knowing if you don't. We
Mhm.
don't recommend that, but yeah, there won't be any additional virtual participant to buzz you. So we are working on that module, but currently in Google Meet and Teams, a bot joins. But if you are in a quick study mode, you don't need to have any kind of bot or any kind of additional participant. Quick study mode works purely standalone, you and your browser. That's all.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. Now I'm showing the next. Okay. About the pricing part, I was also expecting this question from the audience. Like, okay, so what is the pricing, and can one subscription cater the entire team, or will have to be subscribed individually for all the team members? Okay.
So currently we have three tiers of pricing. One is free, forever free plan, where uh, around 5 to 7 hours of usage is free, plus uh, AI usage also, that's included. Then we have on paid plans, we have a $9 plan and $12 plan. Then we have an enterprise plan. So if Subi, you're asking about team plan, that goes up with basically 9 and 12 and the enterprise version, where okay, and entire team or individually. So actually both. Uh, you can subscribe it as an individual also, where you'll be paying, you'll be managing your own subscription, just like any SaaS tool, or it can be done for an organization where a team manager or team lead, one admin can handle the entire uh, team, and data sharing and all those features comes separately and additionally for the team plans.
Okay. And this also works. I'm sure it works as well on the credit basis, right? Like the other AI tools.
Yes, so basically AI credits are based on your queries, based on your usage, and even after the monthly subscription plan, if it get exhausted, you can get a add-on also based
Okay.
on one particular. So if you have only the AI query usage more than you're using the meetings, so you can have a add-on plan based on that. So you can go on our website, check the pricing page. You can check basically feature wise plans, and tier wise plans, so how they are horizontally and vertically planned separately.
Okay. Another question is coming from Sachin only. He's asking, can listener generate a summary of the meeting?
Yes, so of course, I mean, it can generate summary uh, during the meeting also. After the meeting is definitely there. You'll get an email. You'll get a after the meeting in the dashboard. You can check with all the attendees, all the details. If next meeting or next agenda is there, you can get that. Plus real time summary also. Like if there is a half an hour of meeting and you are joining maybe 10 minutes late, you will get that instant 10-minute summary also, Sachin.
Okay. I think that's all the questions we have covered. So yes, you were mentioning during this presentation, like you have something to share, right? So I think it's it's good time to share if you what it is, and we are
Sure, sure. As I promised and committed in the beginning of this webinar, so all the attendees, those who sign up to the listener right now and start our trial right now, in the next 1 hour, guys, you will get the 3 months of free pro version of the listener. So we'll get all the details. So basically, you just have to go to listener, sign up, try that. Anyways, it's free for first 7 days. So take the pro version, business pro trial, and our team will soon send out the email for you with the confirmation of next 3 months of free business pro.
awesome, awesome.
That was the gift for the end.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity, I think. Guys, as yes mentioned, you have 60 minutes to visit the website and register and grab the 3 months plan, the pro plan. Like it's totally free of cost for you. So please do visit the website and register and yeah, start using Listener. All right. So yes, thank you so much for taking the time to share these insights and for walking us through listeners' capabilities today. I'm sure many of us are already thinking about how to apply this in our own teams. So just you just have to go to the platform. Maybe QR code is also showing here. You can just if you can't see the website iznr.ai. It's a website. So, or you can directly scan this QR code and go to visit the website and just like yeah, do the registration, and that's it. Okay, so for
And
our wonderful audience as well, thank you for joining, for your questions, for your engagement, and yeah, we will be also sharing like follow-up resources or links in the comments as well right after this session. And on that note, wishing you all the very best in making your meetings smarter with AI. So every conversation leads to clarity, action, and results. Thank you again. Yes, if you like to add anything from your end.
yeah, so Sargam, I can see the comments. There are requests for website link, and so can we share in this chat? Can we share about the links and the uh, Calendly link if someone wants to have a demo with us? So, guys,
Yes,
if anyone has wants to connect with us again one to one for any special feature or that you want to see in detail, we can have a short 15 or a 20-minute call, and definitely someone from the team can get in touch. So, Sargam, if you can paste the Calendly link, okay.
yes, yes,
So
I
there's a
pasted.
link for, yeah. So there's a link for 30-minute connect at your suitable time, schedule it for your suitable time according to your schedule. And hope to see you there again. Yeah, over to
See
you,
you all
listener.
in our next session. Yeah. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you everyone.